Did you know that solo travelers are twice as likely to encounter safety challenges compared to those traveling in groups? That's right, whether it's falling for a scam, losing your belongings, or even feeling unsafe in a new city, the risks are real. But here's the good news. Every single one of these challenges can be avoided with the right preparation. Welcome back to Pack and Post. I've been traveling solo for years. Along the way, I've made my fair share of mistakes. Some small, some huge, but I've learned how to navigate these challenges and come out stronger. Today, I'm going to share 15 of the most common mistakes solo travelers make, along with practical tips to ensure your trip is safe, smooth, and totally unforgettable. So whether you're planning your first solo adventure or you're already a seasoned traveler, this video is packed with advice that could make or break your journey. Let's get started, because being informed and prepared is the key to enjoying every moment of your solo travel experience. Let's start with a big one: posting real-time locations on social media. We all love sharing those picturesque travel shots, and keeping friends and family updated is important. However, posting your location in real time can jeopardize your safety. Sharing live updates could alert potential wrongdoers to your exact whereabouts. Even with a private account or a small following, open Wi-Fi networks like those in airports or hotels make your information vulnerable to hackers. Delay posting until you've left the location. For example, share updates a few days later or after you've moved to a new city. This way you can enjoy your trip without worrying about who's watching. I once posted a live update while using an open Wi-Fi network at a cafe. A tech-savvy friend later informed me how easily my location and personal details could have been accessed. It was a wake-up call that changed how I share my travels, failing to keep track of belongings. When traveling solo, you are solely responsible for your belongings, and even one lapse can be costly. In the rush of travel, it's easy to misplace valuables. Always double-check your belongings, especially when transitioning between locations. Use a checklist or pack light to stay organized. At Heathrow Airport, I almost lost my MacBook. In my hurry to grab a snack, I left it at a kiosk. Thankfully, the kind attendant noticed and returned it to me. Since then, I've made it a rule to always pause and scan my belongings before moving on. Making yourself a target. Blending in with the locals is key to avoiding unnecessary attention. Wearing flashy clothes, expensive jewelry, or being distracted by your phone can make you stand out as a tourist and a target for theft. Observe how locals dress and behave and try to mimic their style. Avoid loud, attention-grabbing actions and stay aware of your surroundings. I once wore a bright designer shoe in a busy city and quickly realized how much it made me stand out. After noticing lingering gazes, I switched to simple sneakers, which immediately made me feel safer. Number 4. Ignoring your intuition. Your gut feeling is your greatest asset, especially when traveling solo. Overlooking your instincts could put you in uncomfortable or unsafe situations. Trust your instincts, even if it means changing plans. It's okay to cancel accommodations or leave a place if something doesn't feel right. I once booked an Airbnb solely for its affordability, but something felt off about the listing. A few days later, I canceled and opted for a hotel even though it was pricier. I'll never know what might have happened, but trusting my gut gave me peace of mind. Arriving or departing at night. Timing your travel is crucial when navigating new destinations. Arriving or leaving during nighttime increases the likelihood of getting lost or encountering unsafe situations. Schedule arrivals and departures during daylight hours. This makes navigation easier and reduces risks. On one trip, I arrived late at night in an unfamiliar city and struggled to find my accommodation. The poorly lit streets and closed information centers made me uneasy. Since then, I've made it a rule to travel during the day whenever possible. Skipping research. Knowledge is power, especially when visiting a new country. Being uninformed about local customs, scams, or transportation can lead to unnecessary challenges. Research cultural norms, common scams, and essential travel tips for your destination. Learn what's considered respectful behavior and familiarize yourself with local transportation systems. During my first international trip, I didn't research currency exchange scams and ended up losing money. Now, I always read up on the do and don'ts before traveling. Admitting you're traveling alone. While meeting new people is one of the joys of solo travel, it's important to keep certain details private. Telling strangers you're alone could make you vulnerable to unwanted attention. Be vague about your travel status. For instance, mention that you're meeting friends or traveling as part of a group. I once made the mistake of casually mentioning I was traveling solo, and the conversation took an uncomfortable turn. Now, I've mastered the art of polite deflection, letting fear hold you back. Solo travel is an incredible opportunity, but fear can sometimes rob you of its joys. Being overly cautious can limit your experiences and prevent you from fully enjoying your trip. Prepare thoroughly, trust your intuition, and then let go of the fear. Embrace spontaneity and make the most of your adventure. During a trip to Thailand, I hesitated to join a group snorkeling tour out of fear of the unknown. But once I pushed past the hesitation, it turned out to be one of the best experiences of my life. 15 solo travel mistakes you must avoid. Number 9. Overpacking your luggage. It's tempting to pack everything just in case, but overpacking can become a major inconvenience. Heavy or bulky luggage makes transportation challenging, limits mobility, and increases the risk of losing items. Pack light and focus on essentials. Choose versatile clothing items that can be mixed and matched, and leave space for souvenirs. Use packing cubes to organize efficiently. On one of my early trips, I packed far too much, including shoes I didn't wear and clothes I never used. Navigating stairs and subway stations with heavy luggage was exhausting. Now, I use a carry-on suitcase for most trips. Hey everyone, listen up! But did you know that public Wi-Fi networks in places like airports and hotels can leave your personal data vulnerable to cyber threats? That's where NordVPN comes in. When you connect to NordVPN, your internet traffic is encrypted, making it virtually impossible for hackers to access your sensitive information. It's not just about security. Ever been frustrated by geo-restrictions blocking your favorite shows or websites while traveling? With NordVPN, you can change your virtual location to access content from back home or anywhere else in the world. Here's a bonus tip for you. Do you know that flight prices can vary depending on your browsing location? By using NordVPN, you can switch your virtual location to find better deals and save money for your adventures. NordVPN also provides advanced features like threat protection to block malware and trackers, and the automatic switch to keep your data safe even if the VPN connection drops unexpectedly. Traveling should be about enjoying new experiences, not worrying about your online safety. With NordVPN, you can explore the world securely and freely. Setup is quick and easy, so you can start protecting your data in just a few clicks. Are you ready to travel smarter and safer? Check the link in the description to grab a special deal on NordVPN today. Now, let's get back to the topic. Not having emergency contacts or plans. Traveling solo means you need to prepare for unexpected situations. In case of an emergency, like losing your wallet, getting injured, or facing a travel delay, not having a plan can leave you stranded. Keep a list of emergency contacts, including family, local authorities, and your country's embassy. Also, store copies of your passport and other important documents digitally and physically in separate places. During a trip to Spain, my credit card stopped working, and I had no backup. Thankfully, I had a friend's number and contacted them for help. Now, I always carry cash, a backup card, and know the emergency number for the country I'm visiting. Forgetting travel insurance. Travel insurance may seem like an unnecessary expense, but it's critical. Without travel insurance, medical emergencies, lost belongings, or canceled flights can result in significant financial and logistical problems. Invest in travel insurance that covers health, theft, and trip cancellations. Research plans and choose the one tailored to your needs. On a trip to Southeast Asia, I fell ill and had to visit a local clinic. Thanks to my travel insurance, I avoided a hefty medical bill. It's a small price to pay for peace of mind. Ignoring local transportation options. Efficient travel within a destination can save time and money. overlooking local transport options can lead to overspending on taxes or getting lost in unfamiliar systems. Learn how to use public transportation, ride-share apps, or rent bikes and scooters. Research routes in advance to avoid confusion. In Tokyo, I initially stuck to taxis because I was intimidated by the subway system. After some research, I discovered it was incredibly user-friendly and saved a lot of money, not learning basic local phrases. A language barrier can create challenges when communicating with locals. Not knowing even basic phrases can hinder your ability to ask for help, order food, or navigate the city. Learn a few key phrases in the local language, such as greetings, thank you, please, and help. Download a translation app for more complex conversations. In rural Italy, I struggled to explain my dietary restrictions at a restaurant. After learning a few basic phrases for future meals, communication became much smoother and more enjoyable. Skipping solo dining experiences. Eating alone can feel intimidating, but it's an essential part of solo travel. Avoiding restaurants out of fear of dining alone can rob you of cultural and culinary experiences. Embrace solo dining by bringing a book, journaling, or simply people watching. Opt for communal seating or food tours if you prefer more interaction. I used to avoid dining out alone, settling for takeaway meals in my hotel room. On one trip to Paris, I finally dined solo at a quaint cafe and had one of the most memorable meals of my life. It was liberating, relying too heavily on technology. While technology is a helpful tool, depending on it too much can backfire. Phones can die, apps can malfunction, or you may not have Wi-Fi access when you need it most. Always carry a physical map of the area, write down key addresses, and know the name of your accommodation in the local language. Use portable chargers to keep your devices powered. In Istanbul, my phone battery died while I was exploring, and I had no idea how to get back to my hotel. Thankfully, I had the address written down and was able to find my way using a paper map. That's it for today. I hope these tips help you avoid the mistakes I've made and have an amazing solo adventure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more travel tips. Share your solo travel experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy travels and stay safe.